the Western lifestyle. I don't. It's not for me.
What's the difference between the two?
I think Western people are, oh God, this is going to sound really negative, but I think
the one thing that I want to tell you is that in my mom's generation, in my parents' generation, they used to follow the traditional rules.
English Western lifestyle in general, to be honest. The Western lifestyle, I don't. It's not for me.
What's the difference between the two?
I think Western people are, oh God, this is going to sound really negative, but I think we've become, so for one, we've lost connection with each other. We don't really have a strong sense of community at all. There's not really a strong sense of family unless it's the nuclear family. There's not really any culture. I don't feel there's any culture in England. I think Western people have become very lazy. We don't have connection with nature. The majority of people in the Western world, if all the supermarkets disappeared, they would not be able to survive because they don't have any connection with the land. They don't grow foods, the majority. We live just such a convenient lifestyle, and I think it's so far removed from how we're supposed to live. So for me, Vietnam, I know some of Asia's has a lot of conveniences and online payments and all that, and everywhere will become like that. But for me, Vietnam, and where I live particularly at the moment, still has a very strong sense of community. Everybody knows how to grow something. Everybody knows how to make something. You know, it's just a very simple, natural life, and I like that.
I see. Yeah, Korea used to be like that, but yeah, over the past 10 years or so, things have changed a lot.
Have there been drastic changes in a very short time?
Drastic change, because there's a really big generation gap between my generation and my parents' generation. They had that kind of life that you describe, but yeah, the change has been so drastic. I feel like we are living in a different country.
How does that make you feel? Because I know some people are very the Chinese, for example, they're very happy about the convenience and the online payments and the way that. How do you feel about the changes? Do you think it's a step forward and it's more convenient and it's better, or do you feel a bit sad about it?
Well, the online payment and everything, it's so convenient, and everything is so fast in Korea compared to like other Western countries. Like the internet connection is super fast and everything is so fast. I'm satisfied with it. And I think the one thing that I want to tell you is that in my mom's generation, in my parents' generation, they used to follow the traditional rules, and they used to listen to their parents, and
their husbands.
they thought they had to conform and just stick to the path that other people had already walked through. I think our generation, we kind of got really upset about the whole thing, and it's kind of we kind of want to rebel. We want to have more options, do other things and find our way. Okay.
We want to choose our own path in life.
Yeah, I think we want to choose our own path, because there was they used to have a really strong sense of community, and the first priority for them was to have a family. Yeah, so there was not much. There were not many opportunities, individual opportunities to to choose what they wanted and to grow as a person, they focus on their roles.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's why I think young people nowadays, especially nowadays in Korea, they don't want to get married and have kids and follow the traditional path. That's what I think.
I think in some ways it's very difficult because I think in some ways it's a really good, some ways it's a really sad thing. I don't like when I see countries getting so caught up in the convenient life, like easy food from the supermarkets and easy payments and easy fast everything, that they lose touch with nature and how to survive without these things. I don't like that. I don't like to see the loss of community, but I really do. I don't like societal expectations. So I really do like when I see people say, no, I'm breaking the mold. I'm not going to be a housewife and stay at home from 20 caring for my husband and children. I want to do things for myself. I like both.
Yeah.
But I think it's sad. I
Yeah.
think it's sad when cultures lose that. And I think as we all kind of blend into the same way of life, the Western way of life.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's sad. I don't like
Yeah.
it. I know it will happen here in Vietnam too, and it is in the big cities already. But I don't want to see it.
I think one of the reasons why people don't want to have kids nowadays is because we don't have a community. Like, we have to take responsibility for our kid. So there's only mom and dad, and sometimes maybe grandparents, but those people are not enough to raise a child. Like,
Yeah, they say there's a saying, it takes a village to raise a child.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think as we lose that, it's sad. It's sad.
Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, it's really sad. And I feel like young people have gotten more individualistic. Yes. I mean, that's good, but sometimes not so good.
I think it's a very difficult thing to have the both, to have your individuality and break societal norms and expectations, but then still keep the community feel and the family feel. I think it's very difficult to have both.
Yes. I feel like in the future, maybe we will create a community depending on our needs or our interests, our lifestyles. Because back then, they only had a community depending on where they lived, or depending on their family or relatives where they lived. But I think in the future, we will create a different type of community. For example, let's say you are single and you don't want to get married, and your life goal is, I don't know, to explore, I don't know, different parts of the country. Then you might make more friends who are interested in that, and you can create a community, so you won't feel like so lonely in the future, even if you don't have a family.
Yeah.
Or if you are married with a kids, then you will meet more people who are in the same situation.
Yeah, like-minded people.
In this video, Nat talks about some cons of the Western way of life. Choose the one that she doesn't mention. They don't have a strong sense of community. They don't have any connection with nature. They don't have fast internet connection.
But I think we've become, so for one, we've lost connection with each other. We don't really have a strong sense of community at all. We don't really have a strong sense of community at all. We don't have connection with nature. We don't have connection with nature. The majority of people in the Western world, if all the supermarkets disappeared, they would not be able to survive. If all the supermarkets disappeared, they would not be able to survive because they don't have any connection with the land. They don't grow food, the majority. Because they don't have any connection with the land. They don't grow food, the majority.
Nat lives in Vietnam because it still has a very strong sense of community and everybody knows how to grow something. It's just a very simple and natural life. She likes that.
Vietnam, and where I live particularly at the moment, still has a very strong sense of community. Everybody knows how to grow something. Everybody knows how to make something. Everybody knows how to grow something. Everybody knows how to make something. You know, it's just a very simple, natural life, and I like that. You know, it's just a very simple, natural life, and I like that.
In the past, many people in Korea used to follow the traditional roles and conform. However, nowadays many young people in Korea want to have more options.
In my mom's generation, in my parents' generation, they used to follow the traditional roles. They used to follow the traditional roles, and they used to listen to their parents, and they used to listen to their parents. Yeah, they thought they had to conform. And just stick to the path that other people had already walked through. And just stick to the path that other people had already walked through.
Emily thinks that people will create different types of communities based on where they live.
Yes. I feel like in the future, maybe we will create a community depending on our needs or our interests, our lifestyles. Because back then they only had a community. Depending on where they lived, or depending on their family or relatives. Depending on where they lived, or depending on their family or relatives. But I think in the future, we will create a different type of community.
It's only you.